Thank you so much if you made it through all of that loose leaf art. It took so long to do. I already put all of the loose leaf footage into CapCut because I'm so professional. And it's already an hour. So this may get split into 2 videos. I haven't decided yet. If it lets me export it as one video, then I'll do that. But we'll see. We will see. Actually, real quick, I'm gonna close my door. Okay, there we go. Close my door so I don't disturb the rest of my family with my rambling of doodling. That didn't make any sense. Sketchbooks. This is the first one. This is 2018 to 20. I think I put it in the back actually. Yeah, 2018 to 2019. Late 2018. This would have been the 6th grade. 2018 is when I should have said this earlier, but is when I really started getting into drawing. And well, I'd always liked to doodle before, but 2018 is when I really wanted to start getting good at it. So sketchbook. I had to get it for my art class, but I ended up using it more for personal doodles after I moved from Wisconsin to Texas. I don't live in Texas anymore, so I don't feel weird about saying that's where I lived. I'm just gonna cover all that. We'll skip that page for now. But yep, sketchbook number 1. Like I said, this was originally for an art class, so the first couple pages are going to be stuff for art. 6th grade. Clearly you can see that I have a future ahead of me in this career path. Here, these first, a bird, parrot, because sure, I guess I can, you want to call that foreshadowing for the Dream SMP fills on Minecraft? Sure, go for it. Answer, ask. This sketchbook is going to make 0 sense. Just a warning. And a lot of the space is wasted. Because why wouldn't I waste it? Oh my gosh. Because I drew these little things so the entire page is ruined. And I remember? Oh god, I see a face. Okay. Oh, wow, okay. Face. This is when, if I remember correctly, I originally first got really into the animation community on YouTube. And I don't know if this is that, but this reminds me of The Odd Ones Out. This Halloween of 2018, so this is when I moved to Texas. Spent that Halloween in a hotel room. I was bored. I had a sketchbook. I drew a zombie for Halloween. Little house, the sun. There's really not even anything on that. I used the sketchbook for the new school that I went to as well. So it got used for 2 schools, 3 schools actually, because I went to 3 different schools for 6th grade. I'll get to that in a second. Sailor Moon that I was trying to copy. I think I actually did Tri-Slap, so, you know, cancel me. Cancel 6th grade me. How old would I have been? 2018. 12, I think. This art style was like the very first art style. Well, I guess technically the, oh my gosh, I wasted so much paper to go back. Technically this is the first art style I ever did, but I consider this one the first one. Very anime-esque. It reminds me a lot of those early 2000s animes. You know how the anime girls have like their eyes so far away from their heads, the rest of their face. You know, hide the hands, of course. Oh no! Oh, well, we know where the creepypasta drawings came from. I knew they came from the sketchbook, but we know exactly when they came in. That was going to be Ben Drowned, randomness, a face that I copied. I did not draw those. I'm gonna flip through the sketchbook really fast. An OC that makes an appearance in the sketchbook and the sketchbook alone. Jeff the Killer. Okay. I think that was also gonna be Jeff the Killer. Again, looks like I was tracing it. Noodle arm, Slender Man. Super freaking tiny. These are really nice to be able to draw on the side of your notes and homework and school, but they're not very good for sketchbook because they are tiny, like so freaking tiny. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. X'd out. Another OC that literally only sees the sketchbook and the sketchbook alone. Ripped. Literally nothing on that. Some sort of diamond thing. This must be Christmas of 2018. Yeah, must be. This is a little out of order because I didn't go in order, because why would I go in order my sketchbook? This ugly brown pen. No, I promise the sketchbooks get better after this one. Well, I gave it a sketchbook or two, actually. This is a comic. It says, "Another day at school. The sub. I need a nap." Oh, it's like, oh, there's like, they have a sub. Okay. I am the sub. This doesn't have to try hard. I don't know. This doesn't make any sense. Thing I didn't finish. I remember being proud of that. Don't know why. I remember being proud of that. I didn't draw that. Friend drew that. Really? Hands on the hip. I was so proud of myself. I was drawing hands. I was like, okay. I'm not going to explain this because this is just not going to make any sense, but inside joke with me and a friend. Continuation of that last page. I really feel like this captures the energy of despair. No, I don't know. I'm going through it apparently. I didn't even point that out. Oh my gosh, some of these are awesome in like the worst way possible. There's just nothing. That's like the same thing 3 times in a row. That's when I got my markers. Except I got them back there too, but I didn't. I remember being proud of that. I didn't finish it clearly. I'm not gonna say what my brain went to. Okay, we're now at the last school that I go to in Texas. You know, did this and then later did homework on it. Of course, it's Valentine's Day of 2019. So we are officially in 2019 now. Yep, no, practicing my signature. Was really proud of that for some reason. Don't know why. There was this part. I don't know what this was. It was supposed to be mountains and then a sunset, but like, I gave myself the littlest sliver of sunset, and that's what I wanted to draw. Because the horizon line has to be in the middle. Another demon. This is a character that I came up with at the school that I went to before 2019. The school that I went to when we first got to Texas. I only went to it for like 3 months. And then I moved again to where I ended up staying for a long time. But this character, I was with a group of people who I ended up being kind of friends with, but the minute I moved, we didn't talk anymore. They're the ones that were into creepypastas, and I wanted them to like me. So I pretended I knew about creepypasta, and I did tons of research. And so I made my own creepypasta character. She's a demon named Angel. You know, the irony is there. I'm not reading that. You can read that if you want. Another small character. You know, it's a redraw of that first drawing of It from the movie It. He's missing his arm. It's so funny. I remember. Okay. In 2018, there was the Charlie challenge, and I guess that's what I was doing. A rainbow, foreshadowing. Ooh. Peggy, but I can't tell which side. Apparently this is supposed to be the good side. I'm not being mean. I'm being mean to myself, okay? I'll be less mean after, like, the next sketchbook or two. It's the evolution of how I draw. The stick figure all the way to this because I'm so advanced now. Do that for a friend. I remember being proud proud of that drawing. I don't know why that's upside down. Oh, that's when that username got created. Okay. Stupid pineapple thing. I drew this several times for my now boyfriend, but at the time we were just friends. Animating in real life because it looks so realistic. That's awesome. I was using guidelines, guys. I was learning. And then I call this the cringe page. Let me move that back over because I did not realize it was that far over. Hopefully you didn't miss much. Because most of the stuff was in the middle. Now this is called the cringe page. Later, the cringe page gets rebranded to the crackhead page, where you just draw purposefully bad things to get like the bad drawings out of your system. I was kind of like onto something there at 13. Yeah, half of these are mine. Like some of these are mine and some of these are my friends. The crackhead page is for those friends who feel the need to draw in your sketchbook, but you don't want them to ruin your pages, so you give them a page called the crackhead page, and they can just draw whatever the hell they want. This is supposed to be like a half girl, half boy thing. Little did me know that like you're allowed to do that. Favorite task size, that was for class. Like I would draw these guys on the corners of like everything. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it looks like I was going back in time is because I am. The back end of the sketchbook is for when we first moved to Texas at the first temporary school, and then like the middle of this is like in a more true, authentic 2019 stuff. I don't know why I did it that way. I had to do this for class, some sort of. My art teacher at that school was very hippy-dippy. Sunny Night! What an amazing name. Again, she never leaves the sketchbook ever. I tried to draw a guy. That's as far as I got. No idea what this hot mess is. So faded. I don't even know if you can see that. Oh, you can see it. Okay. Why? This sketchbook's so beat up. Serial killer? What the fuck? Okay. Serial killer on the loose. Can't imagining a person stabbing a bowl of cereal. The end. Peak comedy. Oh my god, I remember that took me so long. Because not only did I do it in pencil, I went back and was going back over it in pen. I have no idea what any of this nonsense is. And then I was going to do it again with hearts. Oh my god. I'm okay. Nonsense. Connecticut. You don't know this about me. I'm a huge geography nerd, and I have been for basically all of my life. So I was like, and I loved drawing the states of the United States. So we have Connecticut. There were others, but they got torn out at some point, and I don't have them anymore. So the only one that's left is Connecticut. Out of all of my Connecticut, I don't know. I'm gonna turn this around. Mew mew. It's okay. Like, I remember my friends found that funny, but oh, I guess I need to flip it because I did it reverse. Well, just link. It's not been drowned yet. We haven't gotten it yet. Slenderman, and that's the end. Yeah, this sketchbook is absolute nonsense, and from basically here on out, it's more the goal of having fun, but like improving. This was just fun nonsense of younger me. Okay, next one. Is this number 2? Yeah, this is number 2. Number 2. Sketchbook has had a lot of pages torn out of it. It doesn't even have the back anymore. That happens a lot with my sketchbook. This one didn't have the back anymore either. I have one that doesn't have a back or a front, and it is barely holding together. This is sketchbook number 2. The first one obviously was sketchbook number 1. I have numbered all my sketchbooks. A couple of them were used at the same time. 2 and 3 were used at the same time, but I started with this one first. A couple stickers. I made that one, cut it out, glued it. Sticking to my carpet. Hamilton. It's 2019, as we saw with the loose drawings. again, like I said this earlier, the turtle, this will pop up on like almost every single page of the sketchbook. It was just some sort of inside joke between me and my friends. I like you, okay? Me too, the number. Yo, I can't spell for the life of me. The mullet. Again, taking up very little, like I drew Angel again. Because I'm at the school words. The friends that I made at the school that I ended up staying at also like creepypastas, but they were way nicer. The people at the temporary school were so toxic. I'm glad I didn't stay there for multiple reasons, but mullet, John Lafayette. Oh my god, my brain is melting. And Hercules Mulligan, but like also my friends, because we did bits where we pretended to be the Hamilton the musical versions of these people. Again, like I said, Angel. They're numbered. I did several of these little comics in here. There's only, I think, 4 or 5. I don't remember. But I thought I was so funny. And some of these actually are kind of funny. But I'm going to free America. That's Hamilton. Lafayette. I'm going to free France. I can't do a French accent, but I tried. John Lawrence. I'm going to free the slaves. That's crazy. It's a crazy thing. Hercules Mulligan. Clothes. Another sunset thing. I guess I was doing a redraw of that one from the first sketchbook. Another Hamilton comic. I don't consider them one of the Hamilton comics. I guess I could just consider them a part of the Hamilton ships saga. I called it Jamerson, which is way funnier than Jeff Mads. But wait, no! This isn't. Oh my god, okay. This is Thomas Jefferson and John Adams, which is crazy. That would have gotten you crucified in the Hamilton Venom, but okay. It's a comment. He comes back with What Did I Miss? You know, like the song, and then apparently John Adams says the entire American Revolution, because Jefferson was in France for a good portion of the American Revolution. Kingsbury, again, they come back. Aimed a king. Okay. And Turtle. Catsbury. Okay. Oh. It's 2019. So 2019, like Tumblr era. So you know you have the soft boys, the twinks. And so we made Samuel Seasbury the historical figure, a catboy. And you can't see my face, but it's doing a lot. King George again, because like I said, for some reason we could not get enough of these two. Like, I don't even know why I'm about to say this, but in the box that I keep a lot of the loose drawings that you just saw, I have a handwritten Kingsbury fanfic that me and my friends were writing together. It was so stupid. Oh, Hamilton comic number 2. And me, I loved him. Eliza, Angelica, Mariah. John Lawrence breaking the door down. Thud. Bitch, what you say? I'm just trying to read my handwriting. Okay, you say you love him. Well, I died for him, so he's mine. To be continued. Is this a continuation? I don't know. This was for a TikTok. You can tell how 2019 this is, just space. He said, I'm not gonna sing it. You can just read it and hear it in your head. I thought I was so deep and edgy for this. Hamilton comic number 3. America is so strange now. Oh no, this is just Jefferson's hair's down. Okay. America is so strange now. You think? On our right we have John and Alex. John Lawrence is a turtle. John, no, not again. And then on our left we have no, come back, I'm not done. like, okay, I'm not, if you, I don't know if you want me to explain these, because if you were in the Hamilton fandom, I feel as though you probably understand. You guys are supposed to tell me when it cuts off. I ran out of storage again, so, and I'd gotten like almost to the end. I was so mad. Okay, we're all the way back here. I don't know if I covered that. I haven't looked. Demon Quack Queen, aka me. I'm gonna quickly flip through these because I don't feel like doing them again. So I'll just flip through them. If there's something that I want to say, I'll say it. Some of these I don't know if we'll be able to read based off how light they are. I use such a light pencil. There is a drawing in here that I'm going to be skipping. So these are Holy Side profile. That is an insane profile. Yeah, nope, skip that one. Right about this time is when my childhood dog passed away, as we saw from that drawing earlier. So you can see like the joy and whimsy has kind of died out. So it's kind of, you know, it's me in my Hogwarts house. This is April? January, February, March, April, May. It's May. Oh, it's May. Okay. I know. Don't mind me. Random nothingness is a turtle. Okay, this is where I was when it cut off. Double check and make sure I didn't cut it off again. I cleared out some space, so hopefully it's good, but I'll probably have to clear out more space before I finish because this is taking super long. I might have a way to fix that, but this is from 2020, as you can tell by the date. I came back and drew in the sketchbook again in 2020 to like show my improvement, which, I mean, pretty good. In a year's time, almost. In almost a year. A little over a year. And then I wanted to do it again in 2023, but I didn't finish it. But as you can tell, it already looked, that wasn't a pose that I made, but it was a pose that I found on Pinterest, and then I was gonna draw a character. I think I was gonna draw Ashton, I think. Okay, these two I drew in science school. If you know anything about the Hamilton fandom, you will recognize these two drawings because they are copied of the, I think it's Shizen? I think they're Shizen. They're not Heartmouth, so I think it's Shizen. She did all animatics, I think, of all the Hamilton songs, which is so much. Do it over again because I keep putting it. So this is Satisfied, Helpless, and then I think I was gonna do all the songs, and then I just never did it, but there are some in here. Whew, you'll be back. Look at that, that's rough. I tried to do like make it look dark, but it just didn't work. It just looks dirty. I know there's some more in here. History has its eye on you. I was gonna do one frame from each of the animatics. I didn't finish them clearly. This was going to be Congratulations, I think. Yeah. I think it's Congratulations, I don't remember. It's been a while. There's one, maybe two more left in here. Yeah, this one's my favorite. Well, no, I would say the Satisfied, Helpless ones are my favorites, but this one's the Reynolds pamphlet. I thought it was really creative, putting the names on there. I don't remember if that's how it looked in the animatic. It's been a long time since I've seen them. Oh, it's Quiet Uptown. That looks insane. Eliza looks insane. Okay, this was me drawing it myself. It's instead of directly copying, just referencing. Really did work. That's the end of sketchbook number 2. The back was just used as something underneath for marker. I know exactly what project that is too. Okay, that was sketchbook number 2. We'll move on to sketchbook number 3. Sketchbook number 3 has slightly better drawings in it. Let's see. This was from 2019 to, I'm not gonna count, I guess I can count these if they're dated. I don't think I dated them. And, oh, here we go. Wow, that is a small time frame. That's all that was in a month, roughly a month. That's crazy. And then the rest of the sketchbook's empty. But I might finish it one day. We will see. Alright, sketchbook number 3. Sketchbook number 2 was more like the fun sketchbook, like personal drawings, and this one was for art class. But I still drew whatever the hell I wanted in it, so. Eyes, of course. This is when I got my first Prismacolors for the first time. I was playing with them, making crazy hair combos. Like, we had to do a clay project. I was making a turtle because is a turtle. And there's a dog. I think that was supposed to be a cat. Another dog. Whoever the hell Ava is, the Cyclops. She has an eyebrow piercing because she's so badass. And a skateboard because I think that's just so cool. This is what middle school me thought was cool. Okay, again, didn't want to draw the other eye. Clearly. It's a crazy side profile. Potato cat! Oh my gosh, okay. This was an inside joke with some friends. You know, it's 2019. You know, the like potato flew around my room meme, you know. That's Lafayette. He's so fine. Okay. Trying to do, the teacher made us do realism. I'm so good at, ooh. John Lawrence. Don't know what that was for. That looked like how I used to draw Charles Lee, but I don't know who that's supposed to be. No, I do know who that's supposed to be. That's crazy. Was doing a drawing for Pride Month, I think, or this is when I was just first little baby me was figuring things out sexuality wise, and I was thinking I was gonna draw somebody for each letter of the acronym. I only did the first one. Cover that. An OC that I made for my Kingsbury fanfic. Oh my gosh. Okay. She's a witch. I actually kind of like her. I remember I made her in Gotcha Life, and I thought she was so pretty, so I wanted to draw her. Love. Peace sign. Eyes. Attempt at a side profile and something I didn't finish. It nearly ripped out. Jesus. Oh, that's why. Oh my gosh. This is July. Okay, we're at halfway through 2019. I remember being so proud of this. This is not my original drawings. I heavily referenced a drawing of the Schuyler sisters in modern clothing, but like, I tried to make it my own, and then it ripped, and I was devastated. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ignore that for a minute. This is a mashup of several different Hamilton drawings that I put all into one page, like this epic piece. I remember the people in the Hamilton Amino ate this up. Ate this up. Like, some of these are pretty cool. The Philip one's really good. I really like the Philip, and the John one. Oh, this is just a random character. None of them are in the same art style, and it's so funny. I'm not doing it. No, I'm not giving you that sound bit. That's cool. I like that, and I like that face. Emma. She's so cool. I didn't come out of the closet. I came out of the kitchen with all the other pans. Oh my gosh. Love could be. Oh, okay. This is for that witch character we saw earlier. I was gonna give her her own story. I started it June 28th, 2019. Never to be finished. It was gonna be a comic apparently. And I just never did it. It was going to be a water bottle. Oh my god, that's terrifying. Who did that? That's scary. Okay. I remember I referenced these from drawings that I found off Google because I wasn't using Pinterest yet. And Drawing with Waffles was doing a challenge, and I submitted these two to her because I wanted her to draw them. I don't think she ever drew them. Whatever, I don't blame her. But I remember being really proud of these. Like I said, heavily referenced, but like tried to do them in the style that I had been doing, or trying to come up with my own style. That was what I was really trying to do in these next couple sketchbooks, is trying to find my art style. And now I'm just kind of like, I'm just gonna draw how I feel, because that's, yeah. I love this drawing. It's Philip Hamilton. That's Eliza. I love that drawing. He's so cute. I was so proud of her clothes on that one. Ooh. Okay, that was supposed to be of a friend. I'm so sorry. Don't know who that is. It's just a random character I was playing with my Prismacolors. Oh, this character. She was in a TikTok that I did, but I don't think it's up anymore. Dinosaur. A turtle. I was obsessed with like drawing water. It looks like waterfall hair. Like it's mist. It's weird because I didn't know how to draw the end. It's upside down. Basically a crackhead page, but it didn't get very far. I love that face. Oh my gosh. I referenced those from a Hamilton animatic, but I don't remember which one. That's the end. Quote page, some random person's phone number. Gonna close that. That was also 2019. Oh, sketchbook number 3. Sketchbook number 4 is when things really start taking off. The first 3 were just child's play. Okay. This sketchbook has been through it. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to, because it's a top one. I don't know how I'm gonna show it to you. I'll figure it out. This one was for, this one was for comic book class, I believe. Either, it was, because at the same year I took an art class and a comic book class for an easy grade. I didn't put a starting date, but I put a finishing date, and I finished it in September of 2020, so this bleeds into 2020. Yeah. There was 2 of these sketchbooks. This technically should be, the next one technically should be textbook number 6, not 5, but somebody stole the other sketchbook that was like this one, and I was so mad because I had some drawings in there that I loved at the time. Now I don't even remember what was in them, but yeah. First assignment, this definitely would have been comic book classes. Iron Man. I love Iron Man. It was so, having us do proportions, but like I did it really badly because his legs are like a mile long. Oh God, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Okay. It's gonna suck. Okay. I was trying to figure out how to do proportions, how to draw the rest of the body without it looking weird and wonky, and like hands behind the back, you know. This is an art style that I kept for a while. I kind of liked it. I was basically trying to redraw what I showed you just before. I don't think I succeeded. I think I was trying to draw myself, but like, I don't know. I'll just leave it sideways like this. Peggy, Eliza, Mariah. First time we drew her. Okay. They were trying to do those height things that so you can see the different characters' heights, but I just didn't draw them on the same level, so they're just floating. It's like your idol from K-pop Demon Hunters. We got Alexander Hamilton, John Lawrence, Thomas Jefferson. I'm gonna assume that was probably going to be James Madison. Rena, I have no idea who she is. Based off when this is, like this is like the peak cringe, like emo era, the middle school angsty era, you know. Random drawings of John Lawrence. Drawing random funny pictures from different Hamilton animatics. Oh, I know what's on the next page. This is when it begins. It doesn't. This is when the My Hero Academia ness begins. Just look at him. That backpack, that's a drawing somebody else did. I mean, I I drew this in my sketchbook, but on the internet there is a drawing of a chibi Deku in his backpack, and then I wanted to draw it, so I drew it. That was from a Lamb's animatic, I believe. Hamilton. Lawrence. Don't know who that was supposed to be. Probably it was going to be a Lamb's. Either Lamb's or my hero, probably Totodeku. Alexander Hamilton with a knife. John trying to chase him down, and Aaron Burr's just like, this is fine. You can tell it's Aaron Burr because he's bald. Okay. Me trying to figure out bodies, but like the head is way too big. So, yeah. There's literally nothing on this page. Okay. This next page, I remember being very proud of these two drawings. They are copied. I remember. Okay. These are heavily referenced from Heather's animatic, but that I just drew them as John Lawrence and Hamilton. But it's Veronica Sawyer and JD. Trying to do bodies. At least I was trying. Like, the attempt was made. But I still continue for ages to just do shoulders down, shoulders up, even to this day. Ooh, it's angsty. Oh no. Oh, the fan. Okay. Absolutely not. Oh, I saw a peek of what's coming up in a minute. Okay. This, I notice that this, I would always get obsessed with this side shave. Like, it lasted a lot. Like, Ashton has it. Has it. I wanted to redraw that seahorse drawing that I did earlier with the loose drawings. That was a classmate of mine who's like, you have to draw me. Homework. I know it's on the next page. Just randomness. Christmas time? This is roughly Christmas time. This drawing. That's Peggy, that's John Lawrence, Lafayette in the background, and Hamilton. Peggy's taking a selfie. Because, of course, Peggy Schuyler from the 1700s be taking a selfie. I was so proud of that drawing, too. The girls, most of them, minus Angelica, because I was obsessed with drawing John Lawrence. I love Hamilton and John Lawrence. I drew them all the time. And Mariah Reynolds, Eliza Schuyler, Peggy Schuyler, John Lawrence. Ooh, we got some Be More Chill. Aww. Boyf. I love Boyf. Oh, so cute. Yeah, this is definitely Christmas. The Hamill Squad, but Christmas edition. The twinkification of Lafayette needs to be studied, because it wasn't just me. That page up there is friends drawings. Drew one of my friends. I was drawing Pokemon. Okay. I had a friend. She drew a lot of furry art, and I wanted to impress her because I thought she was cool. Because like I couldn't draw animals, so I was like, if I draw Pokemon, it's almost like I'm doing it. I had to draw a vacuum cleaner for art because I pulled that from a jar from random objects, and that's where the birth of this inside joke started. The vroom vroom. It makes no sense. It didn't make sense then, it doesn't make sense now. Crackhead page. Like I explained earlier, the crackhead page happens a lot. I think this happens at least once more than this sketchbook, so. Salad fingers? I know who exactly who drew that. Like, oh my gosh. I drew these long neck characters all the time because I thought they were funny. They were on like all of my assignments for school. Absolutely nothing. Wow. Lots of friends drawing. Oh, yeah, I remember. I thought I ate this up. I thought I was so cool and edgy for this drawing. It's something. boyfriend, but at the time we were friends, he wanted me to draw flowers, so I drew a flower crown, and their flowers are freaking massive. Look at it. When was this? This is January 16th, 2020. Oh my gosh, that's like a month before lockdown. Wow. Homework. More homework. Just trying to get that, you know, that young, I mean, I'm still, yeah, that young artist. I'm still a young artist, but like that beginner artist's need to get an art style. So that's what this was basically. Drew my room. That's what my room roughly looked like when I lived in Texas. Baby's first gay ship, well, first lesbian ship, because two characters I made up. The irony of these two characters, if he watches this, he'll know. I had to draw that vacuum again, but as like a building. It's a cool project actually. I enjoyed that project. More Hamilton characters, plus this side shave character. Oh my gosh, this is that sketchbook. Okay, I'm talking to myself. Hamilton. That was going to be a Hamilton and bird drawing, I believe. Nothing. Ooh, I know what's on this. This guys is Hazbin Hotel, because I know everybody's totally wants to see more Hazbin Hotel. This is when I first discovered Hazbin Hotel. It must have just come out. I don't remember when Hazbin Hotel exactly came out, but around this time. We got the whole main gang minus Haster, which is sad because I love him. I used to really want to be a voice actor. I still kind of would find it cool. And I used to think that I could do the best nifty voice. I'm not doing it now. Oh, I remember being so proud of this drawing. I remember exactly where I was sitting. It's Hamilton and Eliza. Like one of the very first times I drew them as like a ship. Them dancing together at a masquerade. Drew biblically accurate Hamilton too. I remember being so proud of her dress. Fish. Okay, guys. On the next page, we get to see the very first rendition of Ashton. Now, I'm gonna warn you, it's vastly different from what he looks like now. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna cover this, but I completely spelled his name wrong. He was such a soft boy. He stays a soft boy for a little while. That changes. But his turtleneck, my goodness. And he used to have like furry elf ears because he used to be like a kind of like woodland creature, but then I kind of changed that. I should bring them back. That was cute. Another crackhead page. Like I said, they happened often. But most of them are drawn by me because this is lockdown. So everything on here was drawn by me, I think. Oh no, that was drawn by my friend. So this must have been right before lockdown. This must have been like days then. Oh, apparently that character Ray, she was going to be in the same universe as Ashton. Not anymore, because I forgot she existed. More Hamilton. I'm assuming that was probably going to be Hercules Mulligan, because I always draw the four of them. I remember I was trying to learn how to draw, like drawing with waffles. Didn't work. Oh, look, it's Arian Coda from My Hero Academia. My friend liked it. Oh, look at that. That's so cute. Canonically, he's taller than her, but it's fine. Hands, almost exact. Trying to learn how to draw people didn't work. This is 2020 and I'm just completely done with everything. That was supposed to be my backyard. And then I stuck. Okay. That was supposed to be a potted plant that we had in our backyard. Oh my gosh. You know, we know it's 2020. Okay. Little witch girl. I'm not gonna skip that. That's not. I was gonna do, you know, it's 2020. This was the first time that I'd really had access to a lot, or paying attention to things politically. I'm not gonna get too much into it. And I was trying to be supportive the best way I knew how. She-Ra! Oh my goodness. Oh, I didn't draw Glimmer. I love both. I love him. I love She-Ra. I miss She-Ra. I loved that show so much. 2 random characters. Kind of cute. I like her outfit skirt. Cute. Oh my god, this look. It's Deku. That was supposed to be Bakugo, but it was successful. I was trying a different art style once again. It doesn't last. Oh my gosh, I have no idea what this was. I think that was supposed to be Ashton. I was drawing his hair a little bit different, but it does not stick. The short hair sticks, but not that. Oh my goodness! I love these drawings. I'm gonna put them up right because I love these drawings. I wanted to learn how to draw in a little bit of a chibi style, like have like a more normal, my normal style, and then a chibi style. This was the chibi style. Like, oh, stop! I love these drawings. I don't care how cringy, you know, Hamilton is. Like, this is so cute. I love these. If we ignore the fact that they're supposed to be founding fathers. This was for a Hamilton Amino art contest to give the Amino a new profile picture. I didn't win. That's what I ended up going with as my color dip. I have the digital somewhere. Don't know where it is. I probably should have gone with one of the others, because based off, I remember what won. The one that won was so good. Oh, yep, I was trying this new art style. More chibi, the nose, this type of nose. I still like this art style, I think it's fun. I don't personally want to do it, but I think it's cute. Literally about to pass out. Fucking go to sleep. Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll look at these first. The ships. That one's questionable, because, but Lance, Jeff Mads, these two. Okay, everything up until this point, like all the sketchbooks, the 3 that we've gone through and this one, were recorded the same day that I recorded doing the loose papers, because I had to do some cleaning out of storage, because I don't have enough storage to film it all at once. Hopefully we'll be able to do it this time, because I figured out a system. We're still on my floor, because I don't have a place to, I don't know how to record this on my desk, so floor it is. What was talking about this before? These 3, I find them very cute. They're very cute drawings. I like them. I don't think I want to talk about this one. I don't remember. I need to go back and watch it, but this was a picture I found online. Wanted to draw it, tried to do it in realism. Semi-succeeded. I think it looks okay. It looks pretty decent, I think. Let's see. We're almost done with this one. We made it so close. I almost finished the sketchbook before I ran out of storage. Hamilton. Ooh, I love this character. Okay, make sure she's in frame. Okay, this is a bunny character girl. It's basically Alice in Wonderland, but if she was a rabbit. It's funny, she fell down the rabbit hole. Yeah, you see some mock-ups of her here. You can see her falling, and of course, naturally, because I was drawing bunny characters, I had to draw Bonnie from Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, I should get some pen, because I was like, let's be loose with our drawings. Yeah, I really like this drawing. I think she looks nice. Like another one that I'd be down to redraw. Mushrooms, her, I don't know if she has a name. She might have a name, but I don't remember it. Her again. there were other characters. There were going to be other characters that are other various animals. Like he was going to be a cat. There was going to be a deer one. Past that, I don't remember. But her again. Oh no, that's not her. That's just a random face. No idea what that is. Yep. Oh, look, Hinata. Yeah, Satan's chasing me. What the fuck? Yeah, I know I shouldn't swear, but it's fun. I think that was a friend. I don't remember. I draw so many random characters and faces. Who knows at this point? This was when I think Gotcha Club came out. Maybe. I don't remember. Let's see, what year is this? 2020? I don't remember. I thought Gotcha Club came out in 22. It may have Gotcha like 2, but regardless. Based off a Gotcha character that I made. I was influenced by Gotcha style slightly with this, and I was trying to emulate it. I think it doesn't look like Gotcha, but that's not a bad thing, honestly. Kirishima. I think I was gonna draw him as a shark down here, and then I just never finished it because I wasn't over his hair. Oh, are we done? Are we done? Oh, no, we got. This is the last drawing in here because I think the last page has math. This random girl, she's the last drawing in the sketchbook. I think. Oh, yeah, I was gonna draw my dogs as humans, but I didn't finish it. I think the last page is just, yeah, the last page is just math. Whew, the sketchbook is barely holding on. That was sketchbook number 4. Remember my numbers. Sketchbook number 4. Sketchbook number 5 is really short, but that's just because I tore out a lot of pages in it, so that next filming segment is going to be really easy. Okay, and we're back with the flippy kind again. It's not the last you see of the flippy kind either, so we're just gonna have to figure it out. This is sketchbook number 5. Doesn't have any dates, I don't think. Well, let me check the back. Hold on. Let's check if it has a date or not. Oh, it does. Start Christmas of 2019, and I finished it June of 2020. So I was using the sketchbook at the same time as like the last 3, or no, but sketchbook 4. I was using this one at the same time as I was using sketchbook 4. So sketchbook 5. What is that? I think that's Ray. I think that's that girl with the side shave. I think. Couple of, oh, you can kind of see both. Good. Okay, if there's something you need to see, I'll flip it. Looks like it was going to be 2 different drawings. That was going to be Hamilton related. I think that was also going to be Hamilton related. Didn't finish it. Just a guy chilling on a rock. Didn't finish it. Alexander Hamilton redrew that piece of art that I found online. Did a way better job this time, and I made it look more like my style compared to the original drawing. I can remember what the original looks like, and it definitely looks more stylized than the original one. The original one's definitely stylized, but it's more my own. I don't know who this is. I can just make random characters, and then sometimes they stick. Oh, I was practicing side profiles. I remember being very proud of these. I would say the 2 best ones are probably Lafayette's and John's. But we have Alex and Hercules. They're pretty cute. And then some randomness over here that just I don't think worth showing because it's not anything. Just random faces. I was gonna draw ships, it looks like. And I only did lambs because it's me. This art style is really cute. I remember being very happy with this art style for a little while. Ray, Anna, lesbians from Sketchbook 4. Lamps again. This is no, I started using this basically throughout all of 2020, or half of it. Practicing anatomy. Again, attempting to practice anatomy. More anatomy practice. Oh my god, I was gonna redraw the pic drawing from the movie with Georgie. That's so funny. I think this was supposed to be a self-portrait. I'm like 14. I'm 14 in this with the sketchbook. Ooh. Okay. Haha. We got Alistair from Hasbro Hotel. And that's actually a drawing of biblically accurate Alexander Hamilton with cat ears. Because obviously the founding fathers were cat boys. More like anatomy practice. Angel Dust from Hasbro Hotel. I don't remember why I drew those because I wasn't really that into Hasbro Hotel. I mean, I enjoyed the pilot when it came out, and then I watched the show when it eventually aired, but wasn't like obsessed with it. What the heck? I don't know what that is. I drew these. I didn't draw that. Not Philip and John, and that's pretty. She's pretty. Her eye is freaking massive. We're gonna ignore what the heck is what the hell that is. Hand was a classmate's hand. Was going to be something. Even more John Lawrence. I told you I draw him a lot. I told you this earlier. I drew him a lot. Try to like make a character sheet of him, I suppose. Is short, has lots of freckles, loves turtles, loves musicals, has a crush on Alex. It's probably like a high school AU or college AU. College AU is where it was at in the Hamilton fandom. Don't know what this is. Just circles of me losing my. Ooh. Okay. Moira. I like that name. I love that name. Some sort of demon. And then Peridot from Steven Universe. So this must have been when I watched Steven Universe. Okay. It didn't last long. No. I redrew that picture. It doesn't look that much different, if I'm gonna be honest. Oh, Albert, that's sad. James Madison, Thomas Jefferson. But like in that style of that loose one that was in the last video. I liked that art style. I think that was supposed to be Mariah Reynolds, but I gave her her maiden name. This is some game, but I don't remember. So thumbnails for something. Oh, right. So when I first made my YouTube channel, I was making a banner because I was planning on doing more art related things, and I was like, I'm gonna make a banner with like me and my characters and some of my favorite fandoms. And that's what I came up with. I wanted to like line art it and color it digitally, but I never did it. It's super cute. We have me, my ex, Alexander Hamilton, John Lawrence, Peridot, and Ashton, because at the time he was the only one that I had that I really liked. Oh, okay, we don't need to flip it. Good. Oh, we saw this earlier with the girl jumping into the glass of water. I suppose that was me practicing it. Different angles. They broke their neck. I don't know why. Ooh, okay. This was like a. Ignore that. This was meant to be like my persona. You know how like YouTube artists like have little sprites, PNGs. This was gonna be mine, I think. That was the plan. Never happened, obviously, but it's cute. It's a cute drawing. Same with that same haircut again. Hat. Wholesome Art Challenge. Oh, look. Yep, it says 2020. Yep. Damn, those are short shorts. And a cropped hoodie? Girl. This must have been like the color version of the drawing back here. Then we have some of these, which I'm pretty sure these are from Invader Zim. But I don't remember. I just found them online and I thought they were cute, so I drew them. And you can see that's the original version of that side profile one from 2020 of the loose drawings. I just redrew it with the long hair. Longer, I don't know, long. Okay. So deep and meaningful. Hands, feet. Actually, those aren't bad. That was not bad. These two are pretty good, actually. This is actually Ashton, believe it or not. His hair got a little bit shorter. That's a common theme for the next time I draw him again. More Hamilton. I think Hamilton's coming to an end for this. Because the Sketchbook 4 is when we started getting more anime. I mean, it was very little, but we started getting more of it. And so I think this sketchbook will be the last of Hamilton. You know, and I'm not yet me, apparently, but that's just not what I look like anymore. Alexander Hamilton, Thomas Jefferson, John Lawrence, Hercules Mulligan. I like these. These are cute. I think my favorites are probably these two. These are probably pretty cute. And then Alexander Hamilton, John Lawrence, Philip, and Mariah, I think? I don't know if that's Peggy or Mariah. They were played by the same lady, so, you know, it's interchangeable. Oh, shoot, that's the end. Okay, well, we have to have the crackhead page. Of course. Can't have a sketchbook without it. No. I think the next sketchbook's the last one that has one. Authentically one. So, yep. This sketchbook used to have more more paper in it, but I tore a lot of them out, so yeah, that was sketchbook number 5. All right, next one. This is sketchbook number 6. Started it September 21st, 2020, and I finished it August 19th, 2021. Finished is a loose term. By finished, I mean stopped drawing in it. So that's the case for a lot of these coming up ones. Or most of them. I think the only 2 that I finished is 4 and 5. So, well, and the first one, I think. Everything didn't draw on the first page. Don't know why. It didn't draw on the second page. Don't know why. We're here. It's my hero time. The last sketchbook was like entirely Hamilton. This is entirely gonna be my hero for the most part. Oh, got Deku. His hair is insane. Derp Todoroki. Oh, my friends loved Derp Todoroki. I was just swatching my markers, layering them, see how they worked on the paper. Kirishima. I love Kirishima. Notice how I only drew him with his hair up once, and then the rest of the time with his hair down. That one's really cute. Okay. At the time, I still really love it. But at the time, I was like the biggest Kiribaku and Totodeka shipper. I still enjoy them. They're not my favorites anymore, but I still enjoy them. So, prepare yourself. If you're a My Hero fan and you don't like those ships, I'm sorry, I can't control what 14-year-old me wanted to draw. 15-year-old me. Kirishima was probably gonna be Bakugo, but then I hated it, so I scribbled it out. Totodeku. and an unfinished Bakugo. I mean, they don't have those, but these are cute though. Evan, I was gonna bring him back. I keep meaning to redraw him. He was an elf character. He was supposed to be kind of in the same universe as Ashton, you know, his ears. That's just a random sprite. I think that was for art class, because I used the sketchbook for personal use and then also art class at the same time, like I did many of my other ones, so you get to see that. Oh, well, we still have a little bit of Hamilton. John Louise and Hercules Mulligan. Zombie. I'm pretty sure I used this as like a redraw of that zombie drawing in the first sketchbook from Halloween, but I just found a random picture on Pinterest and copied it, so it doesn't really count. Maybe I still will do that. Playing with a pen, I think. I know what pen that is. I still have it. It sucks. It leaks. Todoroki. Yeah, this was something for art class. I think it was October, maybe? Or it was at least themes that our teacher gave us. Apparently I cut something out, but this was for art class. Dragon Eye. Oh yes, I remember this one. I remember being proud of this one. It's 3 of them. This was the first time I had drawn Bakugo successfully. And he... and I was like, you know that meme? That like, fashion, put it on me? That meme? That's kind of like what was playing in my head when I was drawing this. When was this? November 2020. I was gonna turn 15 in like a month. Kiribaku, really cute. I think I drew these on the same day. Yeah, I did. I was really proud of myself that I drew those on the same day. Todoroki, Kirishima, something for art. It's 2020, as you can see. Oh my goodness. Kirishima. Aizawa. This was gonna be some sort of comic that I never finished. Okay, I see what's on the next page, and I'm just gonna skip it, because you can see it bleeding through. And Denki. I went through a really massive art block with the sketchbook, I remember. 2020 was rough, so this was some sort of preparation for an art project we had to do. I hated it. Okay, this looks different and the light eggs difference because it's the next day, and I'm also recording this on my phone because my tablet storage is screaming at me. So I'll have to do the rest of this here. I got cut off last night when I was doing this, so I watched it back and I was about here. So let's see. Let me zoom in a little. Ooh, not that much. There we go. But we can see. So yeah, for art class, I had to draw this cornucopia. I thought it turned out really good, and so on the next page, I wanted to do it more, but bigger, but I never finished it. But like, honestly, it looks pretty okay. And then this side was just figures. Again, still trying to practice drawing anatomy. Okay. Harry Potter. Grary, of course. And then the random Todoroki, because it's still My Hero Academia time. Draco Malfoy. Had to do like quick doodles you're supposed to do at the beginning of class, like loosen up your arms, like, you know, get yourself into the mindset of drawing or whatever her thing was. I was practicing drawing this pose because I wanted to draw the Drarry dancing. Look who it is! It's Ashton! This is the first time. This is the redraw of Ashton. This is his redesign. This is paint. I was trying to play with paint, but I did not know how to use acrylic paint. So this was made for a TikTok. Yeah, this is the redesign of Ashton, and he has this haircut for the next 5 years. So, because I think when are we? We're in 2020. Okay. This is about Christmas then. Okay. More of the art class. Somebody. I wonder who that is. But this here's Ashton. It's before I cut off his ears. Because now we have Jonah. This is the birth of Jonah, and also the birth of this stupid sweater. He loses the alien on it, which I kind of want to bring it back, maybe. But here's Jonah, Ashton's boyfriend. Literally made Jonah to be Ashton's boyfriend. But he gets more personality later, I promise. Right now, that's his only personality trait. Raven hair. He doesn't have raven hair anymore. He has brown hair now. His hair stayed the exact same color the entire time. Christmas of 2020. Drew the two of them at Christmas. I remember drawing this on call with my friends while we were playing Among Us. It's 2020 and it's COVID, so what else were you doing if you weren't playing Among Us? Todoroki. I remember being very proud of this drawing. And the hand drawing. Pretty neat. Ooh, Ashton. Oh my goodness, he's so bubbly. He used to be so bubbly. He is not anymore. Yeah, this was more for that art class, but I really enjoyed the prompts from those days. So, I don't even remember. I never even finished this. It was something from art class. Storyboarding something? I think it was storyboarding and animatic that I just never ended up doing. Oh my goodness. The one and only time Ashton has glasses, and he never gets them back because he just doesn't wear glasses. The typical cubes for art class on the horizon line. You can tell right about this point is when it's like I'm getting real burnt out. Just completely getting drained. Ooh, I remember her. This is My Hero Academia OC. She's kind of like, it's before we knew what Endeavor's mother's quirk was. But it's basically that. Let me make sure that's in frame. Okay. Yeah. You can read all that if you want. I'm not going to read all that. We had to draw a city for art class. I was supposed to draw it bigger than this. I didn't, and I submitted this. For the most part, for the next couple of these, they're probably going to mostly be for art class, because that's literally all I did for drawing then, because I was just done. Little Chibi's, little Ashton, and some other random characters that I apparently made up for this. I was trying a different art style, little chibi art style. Oh, cute. Ashton again. That's cute. That's a cute one. I like that one. His hair color. His hair's gotten a little bit lighter. Todoroki. Bakugo. Just a random guy. Ooh. Got Dabi and Deku. But he's a bunny. Because, you know, it's My Hero Academia fandom in 2020. If you know anything about that fandom, then you know. Whoa. Okay. Well, I was wondering when this showed up. I watched Hunter x Hunter for the first time in 2020. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. I really like that one. That was really interesting. I like the art style on that. Tsushima and Bakugo, and then Bakugo in a Sailor Moon costume. I remember all my friends loved that one. I love that. I still really like that. That's really nice. And then between here to here was like a couple of months between drawing, and then I finally got back into it. So that's Patton from Standard Sides, I'm pretty sure. And Deku, and I was trying to draw him, then Ashton again, and then Dinky. This art style. This one sticks around for a while, I remember. And I think this was supposed to be Victor from Yuri on Ice, because I watched Yuri on Ice for the first time. And then drew Bakugo for his birthday, apparently. And for art class. Didn't even do these warm-ups because yeah. Totoro, Deku, Todoroki, Shinso and Denki, Bakugo. I got better at drawing his hair. A little. And we're getting back into it. We're like, oh, okay, this isn't so bad. So I got Kirishima, Deku, Todoroki. Pretty sure that's Draco Malfoy. I think that was supposed to be Mina, but it's not very good. Sero, foreshadowing. Jiro, she looks the best on this one. I like the way she turned out. Oh, an angry Deku and a redraw of that one from sketchbook number 4, I think. Yeah. I think the original one looks better, but oh, it's techno, guys. It's starting. Todoroki, I'm Dream. This was a gotcha OC. I wanted to draw him. I remember being very proud of this drawing. Todoroki. I remember being really proud of the shading on the clothes. There's Sero. I love Sero. And Ranboo. Here he is. The first Ranboo drawing. We have our first techno and first Ranboo drawing. And I think that's the end of the sketchbook. I don't think there's anything else in this. Yeah, that's the end of, which book was this? Number 6. The end of sketchbook 6. Okay, this is sketchbook number 7. It's the same type of sketchbook as the last one, just smaller. This one has less drawings in it, I'm pretty sure. I was using this one at the same time as the big one, but I used the big one more. So this one has the best drawings in this one are worse than 6. Started it, I think it's on the same day. Started a couple of days after number 7, or 6. First couple pages, don't draw on them because I'm weird. The first page we drew on, peak drawing, guys. And a random cat that looks more like a mongoose. Momo for My Hero. I really like her dress, it's really pretty. This tweaked out Deku. An eye, I think. Eye again. An eye again. Random face. Hand. I'd gotten chalk markers, so I was playing with them and they bled really bad. Another random face. Another random face. Kurapika from Hunter x Hunter. I really like that one. That one's pretty nice. Math and random Ashton. Another thing for art. More stuff for math, and I think this was me making other OCs before I drew them. I have a story with them. Todoroki. Don't know who this is. Yeah, I don't know who this is. Another random face. It was supposed to be Todoroki, I think. The long neck thing makes a return. I remember really liking that face because I drew them all in pen. I remember being very proud of the fact that I drew this all in pen. Trying to do it more, but it bled through because water got on it. Todoroki, it was supposed to be Deku, I think. Don't know who that was supposed to be. Okay, this is those pages that were supposed to be the continuation of those, like the Kirishima and the Deku one, the small ones. But I only ended up coloring in those two, but I had these. Don't know what that was supposed to be. Absolute madness. Yeah, that's everything that's in this one. So that's sketchbook number 7. Sketchbook number 8 has a lot. I'm gonna have to move paper out of it. This one is pencil overload. You know how, like, I barely use color. And you'll see why I end up putting pieces of paper in between all these pages with the early pages. Got sketchbook number 8, started at August 19th, 2021. Oh, you can barely see that. Okay. And then finished it December 16th, 2022. Finished, again, loose. just stopped drawing in it. Skip the first 2 pages. You can see it immediately because of how much it transfers. Let me see if I can move the camera without it falling so you can see better. I wish I could push it back like that. Okay, I think I fixed it. Okay, hopefully that works. Hopefully it doesn't fall. But got Ashton. I think that's supposed to be Kirishima, but with short hair. Oh, Bakugo. I think that was supposed to be Amity from the Owl House, but I just didn't use the right pen colors. Ranbu Crown. I didn't draw that one. Uraraka. I think this is like the last page of non-Dream SMP stuff in the sketchbook. Because immediately, I remember being so proud of both of these drawings, actually. You can see how bad it transfers. Yeah, that's going to be a very common thing with these beginning pages. I remember being so mad when I flipped through these and seeing this, especially because I drew on both sides. I don't know how you can see it. It's supposed to be Technoblade and Michael. Little Michaels, and there's a Philza and Ranbu, Tubbo, Ranbu again. Oh gosh, this is worse. My hands are gonna be disgusting at the end of the sketchbook. Yeah, it's supposed to be Will. Yeah, he's gonna be in here a lot. The Brighton Biter and Wilbur Soot. Wilbur Soot, Tommy in it. Tommy, Wilbur, Philza. This drawing, this like pose and whatnot, you already saw it earlier with that color one that I did, with the loose stuff, but this drawing gets redone tons of times. Yeah, this drawing, this was going to be Jay Schlatt holding a wine glass, but I didn't finish it because the pose frustrated me. I was putting them in like Hogwarts houses, so we have Tubbo, Ranbu, Tommy, and Slytherin, Gryffindor. I put, okay, and Tubbo and Hufflepuff. Only one of these is right, in my opinion, but yeah. I remember really liking that Tubbo drawing. Quackity. It's either Jack Manifold or Charlie Slimesicle, but I don't know. And then just a random character. That was gonna be Tubbo. None of those are mine. This isn't actually Tubbo. This is actually Grover from Percy Jackson, because I've read the books. The Ranbu. Random cat girl. I don't know why I made Techno so short, but it's right after it's right after Techno broke out of prison. Ranbu. That's a short joke, because they're like there's like vastly height difference between them. So like, where did Tubbo go? Because he's so short, because he's looking directly over him. And then you have George Not Found. And I remember being very proud of this, because like, it's one of the very few drawings in here that have color. Oh my god. My friends. Okay. We saw this dress on Pinterest. And my friend was like, you should draw somebody in it. And I was like, well, who should I draw? And then she was like, you should draw Wilbur Soot in it. And I was like, what? But I ended up half doing it. And that's Sapnap. And I think that's supposed to be Carl. Sam! I did a Sam cosplay, actually. Because it was the easiest one for me to do with the stuff that I already had. So I never finished this, but it was, you know, very few times I used color. I liked my Sam design. I wanted to do a Philza cosplay, so he was breaking it down. Ghostbur with Friend. Got Fundy and Phantom Fundy. This was kind of like a mix between Dream SMP and Five Nights at Freddy's type of AU that we did. And so regular Fundy and Phantom Fundy. I think that's what that was from. I don't know. But it's like one of the very few times I drew a Fundy. So. A character. This is when Origins. I think this is when they did that Origins SMP. A lot of the people from the Dream SMP did, and I made a Blazeborn character. Rambo but with really curly hair, Techno but with really fluffy hair, Mumza, I love Mumza, Mumza and a little tiny Phil. Again, for the most part I use graphite and then I put little bits of color, which is what I kind of still do now, but yeah. I really like this tiny Phil, he's funny. I think that was supposed to be Rambo, but I hated it, so I didn't finish it. Rambo in a dress, because naturally. And this is some sort of... This is supposed to be a Carl Nappity comic. I'll let you read this if you want, but I didn't finish it. These are my friend's drawings, minus those two things. I had a friend who constantly stole my sketchbook and tried to draw on it, and it made me so mad. Philza. I'll do that for a minute. Yeah, this is when I started out actually putting pages between them so that they didn't transfer. And we have Rambo and Tubbo in real life, and then Rambo and Tubbo from the Dream SMP meeting each other. And these two are like panicking because they put these two through a lot. I'll get that back in. Tommy. Charlie Slimesicle. Yeah. This is the birth of the FNAF AU, okay? The FNAF AU gets used once on that page, I think. Ghost Boo, when he died, I'm trying to make angst. Again, you can read that if you want. I loved this design of him. I took the coat idea from somebody else's fan art, but I don't want to know who it was, because it kind of got just made kind of like the main thing that everybody drew is. Nikki, Dream, different Rambus, Banana Boo, I love Banana Boo, little banana, or Rambo, Bean, Box Boo, because of Crumb. Made a comic, I will just leave that there so we can look at the comic. Some random comic of Tubbo forcing Rambo into a dinosaur hoodie. This was when Rambo still was in the UK, I believe. Yeah, I think this is when he was still in the UK and he was still staying with Tubbo. Yep, this is Origins. We got all these are the Origins version of them with Techno, Rambo, Tubbo. Wait, Tommy, that's not Rambo. You can tell. Tommy again. Actually supposed to be my dogs, and then the puppy at the time that my grandparents got. Dream. I remember being very proud of this drawing. This is around Christmas of 21. Yeah, Christmas of 21. Oh, no, actually it's April. Okay, never mind. Wait. Oh no, that's the day that the Dream SMP started, I think. This was drawn in 21. I remember being very proud of this Dream drawing. Limbo, that's what I was thinking of. Okay. Dreary. I got some new markers and I was testing them out. I was drawing a Techno drawing. I didn't finish it, sadly. Ghost Bird. I liked this drawing at the time. I really liked the way Friend turned out. Just more Wilbur Soots at different points. And then, because it's me, I had to draw Phil and Wilbur, but to the lyrics of Dear Theodosia from Hamilton, because it's the Dream SMP, so Hamilton was a big influence. Sarah and Todoroki, surprisingly. Long, like, Rambo. This is when Security Breach came out. Okay, yeah, so I drew the main four. So you got Roxanne, but I drew most people. Roxanne, Monty, Chica, and Freddy. These two are my favorites. I really like the way Freddy's turned out at the time. I made my own Security Breach OC here. I drew a couple more of them, and then I drew Tubbo again, because it's me. There's Monty with interacting with my OC. They did not get along in my universe. Rambo, Michael, Sun and Moon.
Sun and Moon again with my OC. I named him Chip because he was meant to be like some sort of casino. It was a place for the adults to go while the kids ran around the Pizzaplex. Chip again, and then Dream, but like the god form of Dream. Made my own design of what that looked like. Yeah, it was supposed to be George on top of Dream's shoulder, but like I don't remember what he named it because I had a name, but I don't remember its name. Crackety, Tubbo, but side profiles. I was trying to practice different face angles because I kept drawing the same one over and over again. I was like, I need to figure out how to do other ones. Tommy, I tried out a new art style. I'm kind of fucked with it. I like this. Ashton. It's Ashton! Oh my goodness, it's been so long since we've seen him. Yeah. 2 random faces. Tubbo, but like the goat legs. And then this is when I try out a new art style for a couple pages that only lasts a couple pages. So you have Sapnap and Carl. I really like this Sapnap drawing though. I don't particularly like Sapnap now, but I like this drawing. Tommy, but Spider-Man, Ghost Boo, and Tubbo, making him sad. I think that's, yeah, it's Ghost Boo. Drawing different eyes and how to draw mouths. More Spider-Man and Tommy in it. I love Spider-Man A's. They're my favorite. I think, yes, I know exactly what this is based off of. If you remember, I don't remember the name of the fic right off the top of my head, but it was that Dream SMP fic with Tommy as the main character. He's a vigilante. And there was, in Wilbur's character's name, like Siren or something, but I cannot remember for the life of me the name of the fic. But I remember really liking that fic. This is when I drew that one with the red background. The page, I think, was just like right after this one, and I tore it out so I can cut it out. Rambo. No. Some birds. Good. Must have drawn these in class or something. Yeah. Tommy Wilbur. But after he was revived. I don't know who that was supposed to be. Zuko. I had watched Avatar. Last Airbender then. I really like that one actually. It's cute. You can see like the different influences on my art style that you will see in my current day art, which I find really interesting. I think that's supposed to be Lucas, because I can tell by the hair. Don't know who that was supposed to be. I think that was supposed to be Amity from the Owl House. Ooh. Ashton. I was trying to draw bodies. Little funny face. Just trying to draw bodies. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's still me attempting anatomy, which I like the hair on this, but this, like, we're trying, and it's getting better. This is when I watched Heartstopper. I'd been following the webcomic for ages at this point, but this is when the show came out, so it's Nick, Tao, and I think that's supposed to be Darcy. And then we got Bench Trio, Rambo, Tubbo, Tommy. I remember really liking those drawings. His arms are so short. Another Philza. And it was supposed to be Ashton, but the crackhead page makes a return. Me and my friend did this in science. Spider-Man! Yay! I love Spider-Man. This is just Peter Parker. It's not meant to be specifically anybody. Oh, I'll show you the whole spread. Yeah, I remember really being proud of that one. Yep. Nick Nelson, Charlie Spring from Heartstopper. Just random person. Ranboo. Again, trying a different thing with the eyes. Techno. Ranboo. George. It's gonna be, I think that was supposed to be a techno drawing. Yeah. I think I know when this is. I think this is 2022, so this is like when I was in the middle of drawing a techno drawing, and my friend texted me that I needed to go to Techno's YouTube channel, and that's the day that I found out that Techno died. I was in the middle of a techno drawing literally that day. I was devastated. So this is like weeks later. But it's Ashton. His natural hair color is kind of a black color. And Jonah. Yeah, Jonah has really dark brown hair. And it's just Ashton crushing over Jonah. I think that was going to be a techno drawing that I wanted to draw after he passed away, but I never got around to it. That was supposed to be Ashton. This was just me drawing eyes. I was trying to do a more semi-realistic art style. It's me drawing the eyes again, which I really do like these. Yeah, I wrote down, because I did not come up with these eyes. These were drawings that I found on Pinterest that I just wanted to copy them. If you can read it, that's the artist. They're on both pages. Steve Harrington from Stranger Things. Rambo. Look, it's the highlighters. This guy, oh my gosh, I love drawing this guy on like everything. More Steve Harrington, because I adore him. He's my favorite Stranger Things character. Canon Origins SMP Rambo, but like right after that person asked him in his Twitch chat, is Origins Rambo trans femme, and he was like, yeah, sure. Faces, Rambo faces. Actually, that hair's not bad it's not what I usually drew on characters, but I remember really liking all three of these drawings. Actually, there's a digital version of this. It's supposed to be Eric from the Dream SMP and Tommy Ashton. That I digitally colored this. If I can find it, I can find it. I know where it is. I'll put it up when post edit me. Oh my god, what the heck? We have Banana Boo. Oh, this is sweet. I want to redraw this, but it's a comic. Like when I was really little, my favorite YouTuber was Dan TDM. It's just like 9-year-old me. It's a really cute Dan TDM drawing. A couple years later, hi mate. It's Philza, and then Dan TDM's like, take care of it for me. It was supposed to be like a really sweet comic. I don't remember if I finished it. Rambo, Wilbur, Among Us. It's my cat guy. You'll see the cat guy later in a different sketchbook. A redraw of that one drawing from the beginning of Jay Schlatt holding the wine glass, with continuing with tradition. Didn't really finish it. It's not finished. It looks more finished than the other one, but it's not finished. But yeah, it turned out pretty cool actually. I like Jay Schlatt. He's cool. I think that's the last drawing in this. Yeah, that's the last drawing in this. So that's the end of sketchbook number 8. Yeah, sketchbook number 8. Has lots of stickers on it, and then I drew on it with my paint markers. Okay, I'll do my best to show this. This is sketchbook number 9. It's another flippy one. This one has a lot of stuff in it. There's a couple things that were torn out of this one that you saw in the loose art video. It's a monster can sticker on it. I didn't put a whole of stickers on this one. I planned on it and I never ended up doing it. And this one, it was started March 15th, 2022. Didn't put a finish date, but roughly like a year later considered to be finished for it. I put important things that happened while I was using the sketchbook. The very first one, because it's literally like a couple months later. Techno, broke up with my boyfriend at the time. VidCon panel, I remember that. Moved back to my home state. Started dating my current boyfriend. Dream SMP ended. And we don't like it at all now. Marauders, Good Omens. Marauders, I don't know if you know what that is. Marauders is a Harry Potter fandom. It's very different from the Harry Potter fandom, but Harry Potter fandom, but about his parents. You know, James Potter, Sirius Black, you know them. First page, just eyes. I don't think there's an actual drawing on that, but these two, that's just a random character. I don't know if that was supposed to be anybody in particular, but all you can see it. There's supposed to be noses on this page. Just practicing drawing different facial features. Tommy, eyes. This art style for eyes kind of sticks with me for a while. Just a random person. Oh, this is when the obsession with highlighters begins. I don't know how you can tell. I think that's supposed to be me. And then that was supposed to be Nikki, but you can't really see it anymore because of the techno drawing that's on the other side of this. But me, or there's my gotcha OC. Techno drawing. I'm gonna be very proud of this. I really like the way his hair turned. That's really cool. Amesy. This and on the loose paper drawings video, there's a Rambo one that he's wearing all blue. It was drawn at the same time as this, I'm pretty sure. I was gonna draw that. Just a random person in a skirt. Didn't finish it. That's a friend's drawing. This is Lucas. So, I guess at this point... Oh no, this is when I drew Lucas in summer for the first time, but I tore those pages out, so I drew him again. Just random character. Testing markers. Apparently these are supposed to be characters, but I don't. This was for a project I had to do in history. My friend group and I, we made up characters, one character each for our project, and that's all of them together. Tommy, Tubbo. I remember I drew these when we were doing state testing, and I drew out my sketchbook so I had something to do when I finished. Techno. Technoblade. Calm, can kill you. Orphan obliterator. Techno pain. Turtle eggs, got crushed, sad. This is April, so this is before Techno dies. Passed away. Little chibis, you got Ashton, Jonah, Tommy in it. B-duo. The Carl Nappity, Skip. I'm saying the ship names, but it's just their duo names for me in my head. Scapelo, Mother and Filza, Wilbur, Dream and George. We'll look at these first. Different. I think that was supposed to be like Ashton, but I didn't really like that a whole lot. I was like, that doesn't really suit him. Tommy, Wilbur. I think that was supposed to be Jonah, but again, didn't really like it. Just random person. Jonah looking like Mona Lisa for some reason. Summer, Ashton. He died because of his hotness. Jonah, Ashton and Jonah together. You can tell how much I love drawing them, because they get drawn a lot. Tommy in it. Wilberset. George. God, there's pieces of paper all over my floor now. God. Cannon Rumbu, and then Cannon Ghost Boo. I like drawing him as like this blob character. This is when Rambu came out on Twitter. Don't speculate my sexuality, it's against my boundaries. Comes out, and I put the 62% gay shirt on him. In Heartstopper, that was the percentage that Nick Nelson got for, like, when he took the Am I Gay quiz. And I thought it was funny. And then, the fanbase dying. How did you not figure it out? It was so obvious. Grant! Oh, I love Hermitcraft. These are two characters that my friend and I came up with, Brad and Chad. It was meant, they were shipped together, and it was meant to be a joke because they look like the straightest guys to exist, and their names are so similar, but they're gay for each other. That's the entire joke, is that the fact that their names are similar. Rambo drawing, I am upset, I need men. Tommy with some random eyes. Blob Boo. That's what I call him, Blob Boo. Just a random creature guy. I love this guy. He's so fun to draw. Rambo. My friend drew on this. Wrote on this. Yeah, this is April 22. Carl. I don't know who that was supposed to be. Probably Tommy. Hunter from the Owl House. Flapjack. Oh. Yeah, this must have been when I got into it. And then there's Rambo. Then you got Luz and Amity, and then Ida. Friends drawings. A Tubbo drawing. I have no idea what that's supposed to be. Anyway. Again, attempting to practice anatomy. I don't know who that's supposed to be, but feels I loved this art style. I love this art style, and I would totally draw in it again. Yeah, Rambo, Wilbur, Lucas. I think that was supposed to be Summer. Random person. I think that was supposed to be Tubbo. My gotcha character at the time. Ashton, Tommy, random person. A little comic that I did of Jonah confessing to Ashton. One, I'm gonna tell him, hey Ash, yeah, I really like you. Ash, really? Jonah, yeah, I really like you too. It's just meant to be really sweet. I love the two of them. I'm practicing anatomy again. We have Lucas and Summer. Lucas pining over Summer. Faces, drawing eyes, mouths, noses. Drew like a character sheet of Ashton. This is not all entirely accurate anymore. Some of it still is, but you can read all that if you want. We got Summer. I was trying to do another one for Summer, but I didn't really like the way the drawings turned out. We got Rambo and Ainsley. Lucas. Again, another character sheet, but I was like kind of getting bored of doing these character sheets. I just didn't do one for Jonah, sadly. Lucas, Todoroki, and that was going to be Sarah. Like, my hero never fully went away, but like the Dream SMP pushed it to the side. Don't know who that was supposed to be. Random. Drawing in pen. You can see, like, I was recreating how I used to draw, how I draw now. Blah boo. Cats. I got bored. I had a Sharpie. Tommy it. And more of those cat things. And that's the birth of this cat character that I draw on like everything. Yeah, him. Green again. Him holding TNT. And then I created this little guy. Yeah, like, funny. I'm practicing anatomy again. I like her. And then this is when Gin Loss came out. Rambo's horror project. It's Gin Loss Rambo. It's meant to overlap, say, either find the founder or kill the founder. Or this is around when Gin Loss came out. I don't know if that's exactly when it came out, but this is when I started getting into it. Rambo. Don't know who that was supposed to be. I copied that off Pinterest, I think, but I still really liked it. Probably was supposed to be Ashton. Todoroki. Alright, we're back. Change of pants, because I went to go eat dinner. So, this is where we were, I think. Oh. Todoroki think that was supposed to be Ashton. Just a random person. I don't know who it was supposed to be. I like these eye though, it's cool. And if I sound bored, I'm not. It's just, it's a lot of the same thing over and over again, so I'm trying to flip through the same stuff. Todoroki. Don't know what that was supposed to be. It says old and new. Don't remember. Just drew on a bunch of sticky notes, so I just stuck them in. Flip it around. There you go. And there was something on there, but that was for a TikTok. Drew my gotcha OC. Ranboo. Random person. The cat characters I draw. Ranboo in a dress. I remember being very proud of the dress, which it does look really nice, actually. Looks like those satiny, shiny dresses that like people usually wear like prom. It's a comic of my cat. This was at the same time as that doubloons trend, I think, so that's the character I drew for that. Alright, my dog walked in. She wanted to play, but yeah. Yeah, this is for that doubloons trend on TikTok. It was a lot of fun. So this is 2023 now at this point. So we have it's not Ashton, what the hell? Lucas, went through all their names in my head before I got to his correct name. Doodles, Ranboo, and more of my doubloon cat. It was supposed to be a zero for Hi Mimi. It was supposed to be a zero file. I didn't really like it, clearly, because I have notes. This is the last drawing in this sketchbook, actually. It's a joke. The first eye and then the other eye. I think that's the last thing in here. Pretty sure. Yeah, that's the last thing. That's what's left in sketchbook number 9. Okay, we'll grab 10. Well, I know, actually, I have it right here. We'll flip through this first because this spans a couple of years, but it's all the years of the sketchbooks we've seen so far, so I figured best time to go through this. Drawing of Ashton and Jonah. This was in April of 2022. Just them being cute, hanging out in bed. Swatch page for markers. Yeah. Got a Wilbur Soot drawing. But like through the smoke you could see Ghost Burr. I remember being very proud of this, especially because of the hands and whatnot. It's cool. Tommy in it and Tubbo drawing that I never finished. Might come back and finish this one day, we'll see. That marker's dying, so it's just very sad. Ranboo with the pride flag. All of these were like made within like days of each other, actually. Yeah, the 12th, the 27th of the same month. And there's, I think this was the last one for a while. Yeah, so I did these, just playing with my markers. That's the last one in here. There is another thing on here, but it's just a sketch. You already saw the other 2 drawings that are in it in the loose art video, that part 1 of this video. That's all that's in this. I want to come back because there's only 2 pages left in this thing and I want to finish it. Yeah, next is number 10, I believe. Okay, we're actually gonna do these real quick. There's 2 of them, but there's like only a couple pages filled out in them. These are not any sketchbook that's really in my rotation a whole lot. They're not numbered, they're just when I managed to grab them. We'll start with this one, I guess. Yeah, we'll start with this one. Page, I swapped all my markers. I call this number 11, but I don't really count it. I have a different one that I count as number 11. First page was going to be Sirius Black, and this other page was going to be Remus Lupin, but I didn't finish it. Yeah, this is the redraw of that half organic, half mechanical one that I did in the other sketchbook that flipped like this older one. I did the skull half and then I started doing this side and it got really tedious and I wanted to work on something else. But I finished the skull half and I really liked it. So yeah, it's really nice. I actually really like it. Oh, okay. We got Doctor Who. The 10th Doctor, David Tennant, and then oh crap, what's her name? Donna. It's Donna. I love Donna so much. Is this the last page in this? It might be. We have... This is not my art. I wrote the name of the original artist on here. I liked their drawing, so I wanted to redraw it in my own style, kind of. Name of Summer. I'm going to do this for my art class. Yeah, that's the only thing that's in this one. Like I said, there's not a whole lot in these. This one, which was used more for my art class. Something on the first page. Yeah, I did not like doing this art, that assignment. Jonah, when I was doing more of a like fantasy AU for them, but this isn't their main AU anymore. Still haven't quite figured out how to use acrylic paint yet, and I used way too much paint on this. But and just random things with watercolors. Spider-Man, but green. I remember being really proud of this project. We had to we were learning about different types of columns, and we had to draw something with columns. So I drew basically a library. I remember being really proud of it. Took forever. That's randomness. We were supposed to be doing realism, and then I drew Summer next to it to kind of compare my realism versus what my stylized. Ashton. And this is done with colored pencils. I didn't finish it. I might come back and finish this. We had to do this with paint. This is when I first learned, somebody actually finally taught me how to use acrylic paint. I mean, it's still kind of sticky because I use a lot on the trees. But I really like how that turned out. It was really nice. Not what I traditionally do. Yeah, this was supposed to be used with our oil pastels, and I did not know how to use oil pastels yet, and so I hated them. Tree, and then half of the Mona Lisa. We were doing this project. We were put into pairs, and one person had to draw one half of the Mona Lisa, and somebody else had to draw the other half, and they were supposed to line up with each other. There's more in this one because I used this one for art class. Just a bunch of random faces. I remember really liking that one and that one. Yeah, this is April of 24. This is me in the middle crying like, help. I think that was supposed to be David Tennant, but it didn't quite turn out. That was supposed to be this is a still life we were supposed to do. Again, it's okay. It didn't really turn out the way I wanted it. And this was the last thing in here. We were supposed to be drawing a CD for art class. I think that's everything in this one. That's these two. There's not a whole lot in these because I don't use those very often because I don't like the ratio of the paper. But now we'll flip through what's actually number 10. It's right here, actually. And I used sketchbook 10 and 11 at the same time. I drew in this one just the other day, actually. So this is, I'll move these out of the way so it's really a pain when I flip through. Sketchbook 10, started it 2 years ago, but I don't draw on it very consistently. Can you see it? Okay, there we go, you can see it better. Swatch my markers. I actually drew on the first page, technically. Ashton, but as Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man, if you couldn't tell. Yeah. Lucas yelling at him and wearing his binder. If you didn't know, Ashton is trans. And he was wearing his binder while he was out on patrol, and Lucas was mad at him about it. So Lucas is kind of like his man in the chair. It's me swatching the Prisma colors. Ooh. We're gonna do that. Ranboo, Spider-Man. I think that was supposed to be Regulus Black from Harry Potter. And then that was probably going to be Remus Lupin, honestly. But I don't remember. Rambo. Noses. Eye. That's something. It's Regulus Black, 'cause this is 22, so I would have been really into the Marauders at the time. Motherfucker who couldn't swim, yep. Eyes. I drew all these for a series on TikTok. Just random little doodles of different animals. I was trying to do like more semi-realism thing again, and more realistic than stylized, and I just did not like it, so we did not do that again. I love this drawing a lot. It's Remus Lupin, and that was going to be serious, but I didn't like the way it was turning out, so I didn't do it. And you see this, and then when I flip the page, you're gonna be like, did the same person even draw this? Because then we have this. Peter Pettigrew, James Potter, Sirius Black, Remus Lupin. The best one on here is the Peter one, but it doesn't even look like him, honestly. I forgot to put the paper back. Just have random paper loose, okay. And then that was gonna be Regulus, I think. I was playing around with highlighters and this Sharpie. Spider-Man. I really like this purple Sharpie. It's floating around here somewhere. Ashton again. Which is normal, not Spider-Man. The return of the sweater. But instead of a hoodie, it's a sweater now. But it's the same colors. I really like this little chibi drawing of him. It's really cute. It's Summer. And the next time I draw her, she looks completely different. Her hair gets longer. Rambo in a dress, again, for some reason. James Potter, and then I did this collage thing for Gryffindor. Yeah, it's cute, I like it. I got Jonah when I was doing their fantasy AU. Okay, why does my white gel pen work here, but it doesn't work now when I barely use it? Jonah's basically stayed the same since his conception. Clearly wasn't feeling that page. Crowley. I like this drawing of Crowley. And then Jonah again. Picture of one of my friends. Zero fail. Crowley. But Summer again. But I gave her her last name, so she has a last name now. All of them have last. Well, no, Jonah doesn't have a last name. Another Crowley, but this was drawn on this back of homework. With some homework that I had, and I just cut them out and then glued them in. I really like this drawing of Summer. I like that because it's like her style, type of clothes she would wear. And this is Lucas, actually. I'll explain that in a minute. But this is Lucas, actually, and this is when I shortened his hair. Like, he still... It cut again. I'm so glad that I'm almost done doing this because my phone and tablet storage are screaming. But I don't know where it cut me off here, but this is Lucas. I changed his hair a little bit. His hair got changed again in the next and last sketchbook. Had to get this out of my system. Yep. This was actually John Lawrence. My friend said that you should draw John Lawrence again after so long. It's the friend and I who was really into Hamilton at the time. All the way back in 2019. Random faces, 1 in pen, 2 in pencil. This is when I got back into My Hero again. Like, really into it again. So, there's handfuls of drawings of them in this one and the next one. We got Deku, Bakugo. And then we got Zero and Todoroki. I really like how these have turned out. I think they're really cute. And then trying to attract the strong bodies. We got Bakugo again. I like the way these two turn out way more. We have All Might. Here, I'll flip this over. I'm drawing them again, but the anatomy on this is completely chopped, especially on him. And then yeah, this is about present day. This was just couple weeks ago, and then this was the other day. It was my friend. She wanted to get a tattoo. She wanted to know, same friend that was into Hamilton with me, so we've been friends a long time. She wanted me to help design a tattoo for her, and so based off this fairy pendant that she has. This I drew like the other day. It was with a highlighter, I think. Just wanted to like loosen up the creative juices because I hadn't drawn in a while since that fairy drawing. More anatomy. More anatomy. Then a little Ashton in the corner. I changed his hair. His hair got longer. Oh. Yeah. I hadn't decided yet if I like this yet. But his hair finally changed after 5 years. Yeah, the last bit on here is just anatomy. But that's present day. I have one more sketchbook, which I can flip through really quickly because there's not very many pages in it. This one is a lot smaller, so it should fit in the frame a lot easier. It's covered with stickers. I don't think that's everything on. Yeah. Started it August of last year. Swatching the markers. Yeah, like I said, My Hero Academia, it's back. So we got 2 Aizawas, Bakugo, a little Deku in the corner, and then Deku, and then I had the Deku sticker, so I just stuck it in here. I put a lot of stickers in the sketchbook to fill in empty space. Got Jonah and Ashton, but they're a little bit older in this, and it's a fantasy AU, obviously. So, yes, wings. I really like this drawing. I think it's really nice. It's cute. I like it a lot. And I was just drawing hair because I felt like it. These two are OCs of somebody that I used to know. We put the fantasy AU is the Ashton, like Ashton and all those other characters have fantasy AU. These two are in that AU. So we both had a fantasy AU, so we just put them together. Oh my god, okay. If you ever watched Parkour, that Minecraft series of videos on Minecraft, about Minecraft on YouTube, the Parkour Civilization, I got I watched all of them and I was like, I want to draw them, so that's what I drew. So we have the main character and then that guy, I don't remember his name, but I drew both of them. This is Summer, the fantasy AU. Her hair over time has gotten curlier. She has more curly hair now. I just stick a lot of randomness into this sketchbook. This is my random. Yeah. And then this used to be a bookmark, but I'll pull it closer. It's of a Chibi Ashton, and then the other side is a, oh my god, Chibi Jonah. And then the other side we have Spider-Gwen, Spider-Man. Like, and then we have Lucas. This is when I finally changed his hair, so he doesn't have the side bits anymore. He does sometimes, but his main design does not have the side bits anymore. This is the mask for my story that they're all in. Ashton. Random sticker page, basically. This, I drew this in 2020. I just stuck it in here because I really liked it. This is Summer and the Hero, the superhero AU that they're in. I didn't really like this drawing, so clearly, so I didn't finish it. This random page of cats. Come to 2025, the beginning of 2025, I was in a really bad art block, so there's only a couple pages left. So, just cats. I think that's supposed to be, luckily they only have a couple pages left because it cut out again. So just cats, Jiro, a little Bill Cipher, Deku, and then little chibis of different My Hero characters. You got Toga, Ochako, Tokiyami and Dark Shadow, Bakugo, Dinky. I didn't finish this. I might go back and finish this, we'll see. We have another Lucas, my gosh. And another, this is Remus Lupin. It was supposed to be at least, didn't finish it. So I just was not liking how the hair was turning out. Where am I now? The hair, I guess it was gonna be Lucas. Huh. Yeah, I know, okay. And this is the last drawing in here, because I haven't drawn in this sketchbook in a while. This was a couple of weeks ago. I think that's it. Oh, well there's that, but that doesn't really count. So, that was the last actual drawing in here. Thank you. That's it. Thank you for making it to the end of this. Hopefully I can film out my little outro before it cuts out again. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and maybe consider subscribing if you want to see more from me. And let me know if you want to see me do any more art. I don't know if we will. We will see. But thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.